Hey, you guys, I wanted to share something with you um, about having angels of protection and why I believe it's true because I know it is. Just because you can't see things in this world doesn't mean they don't exist and doesn't mean they're not there. So, y'all know my husband passed away about a year and a half ago. And when he passed away, my family came out here and stayed with me for a few days. And when they all went home and it was just me and the boys again, um, me and Jeremy were going to town, and I got in my truck. And if you know anything about the Ozarks, there's, especially where I live, on either side it's 2-lane road, and on either side are ditches, deep ditches, and 3-4 feet deep, and some bigger. So if you veer off the road, you're going to go in a ditch and flip your car, most likely. And there are very few places where there's flat land. Well, me and Jeremy were going to the store, and I'm driving down the road, and he had just died, so my head's not all there. And we just left the house and we're driving down the road, and I guess I forgot I was driving because I lifted myself up a little bit because the center console is like right there between the seats, and I leaned over to pick something up off the floor of the passenger side. I forgot I was driving because all I remember is sitting back up, realizing I wasn't driving as my truck had went off the road into like half a circle and then came back on the road and and turned right back into the same lane, and I was not touching that wheel. And as I'm sitting back up, I'm realizing I wasn't driving, and I slowly put my hands on the wheel. Because when I woke up, I was already going back onto the road, so I knew I'd gone off the road, and I could see the road in front of me as the truck goes up back onto the pavement and stirs back in my lane and keeps going. And I remember slowly grabbing the wheel and looking up, realizing what just happened. And I didn't drive that truck. I didn't do it. And I remember I slowed down, and I was just stunned at what just happened. And I knew that we were spared whatever horrific accident I would have been in. And there's also trees on either side. So not only will you go into a ditch, but you will most likely land up hugging a tree. And it floored me. I knew at that moment, and I knew before that I was being protected, and I'll maybe tell another story later, but I knew I was being protected so that I can do my job here. Because there's nothing that you can come of me going off the road into a half circle and back on the road and doing it at the exact same spot where I wouldn't go in a ditch, at that exact spot. It is not very big, and there aren't too many spots like that up here. So I wanted to share that with you because you don't need to be in fear. You do have angels that protect you. You do. They were appointed to be here for us. The Watchers were sent in the beginning, and they fell because they decided to go on to the daughters of men, Genesis 6. But you have angels of protection, and I know this for a fact. Just, just know that our God protects us. He gives us no fear. So I wanted to share that with you. And, hopefully that will ease some people's minds of what's about to happen and what's happening. And okay, well, thanks for listening, and I love y'all.